Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and salam. I wish peace and blessings to all of you, and also to those who were invited and never turned down. I mean, you need audacity to turn down an invitation for a function like this. Talaash, which means search. This is an initiative which is directed towards this path. I had prepared a longer note for the inaugural, but given the paucity of the time, I'll cut it short here. And before we begin the function, I request the volunteers here, if they are around, to felicitate our worthy guests, Honorable Minister of IT, Technical Education and Higher Education, Technical Education and Training, Punjab, Shri Charanjeet Singh, Channi. Thank you. And there's this tradition we have of Ispan Sozani. Thank you. Skills to hone them and to make them marketable. This is the need of the hour. If we want to come out of the quagmire of unemployment that has increased the socio-economic tensions in the state, especially in the valley, we need to promote the skill and broaden the skill base of our youth. J&K Skill Development Mission, and especially this conclave that we have named or themed it as per the word, around the word Talaash, which means search. This is an initiative which is directed towards this path. I had prepared a longer note for the inaugural, but given the paucity of the time, I'll cut it short here. And before we begin the function, I request the volunteers here, if they are around, to felicitate our worthy guests, Honorable Minister of IT, Technical Education and Higher Education, J&K, Molvi Imran, Raza, Ansari Saab, with a bouquet. And also, I request volunteers to felicitate the guest of honor, Honorable Minister of Technical Education and Training, Punjab, Shri Charanjeet Singh, Channi. Thank you. And there's this tradition we have of Ispan Sozani, literally it means burning Ispan. I request both the Honorable Ministers, who are special guests today, to come on the podium and then let us do this traditional beginning of our function with Ispan Sozani. Molvi Ansari Saab and Shri Charanjeet Singh Channi. Thank you very much. Thank you, volunteers. Without losing any time, for formally welcoming the guests and present the welcome address, I request Mission Director, J&K Skill Development Mission, Dr. Suhail, to come on the podium.
Very good evening, everybody. Honorable Minister Molvi Imran Ansari Saab, Shri Charanjeet Singh Saab, Honorable Secretary Technical Education, and my friends from media, corporate sector, and others who are outside, I welcome you all to this first Talaash Skill Conclave. And especially those guests from outsiders who ignored those noisy television debates which talk about there is a problem in the state, and about those who are insiders that you sacrificed your weekend to be part of this conclave. As my friend Rashid talked about Talaash, we all are here for Talaash. Some are, doing Talaash for knowledge. Some are Talaash for skills. Some are Talaash for jobs. Some are doing Talaash for networking. Plus, all of us are doing Talaash somehow. And we're sure that you will Talaash your goal here, whatever you have. So, what is Talaash? Is it this conclave only about J&K? I think not, it is not. Especially, Talaash, we envision it is about the collaborations we develop with people. As innovations travel, knowledge travels, technology travels, so does labor. When we talk about the skill development, we are talking about, the development of youth who will find jobs inside and outside. While our people are looking for a job in Punjab, in Delhi, in Mumbai and other states, but there are like thousands of people from outside, they are also finding a job here. So all of them are looking for a Talaashing job. So, but our state, which I look at importantly, what would this skill development and conclave would do? I would say in this conclave, we're looking at what are our strengths. I classify three things: what are the resources for the development of a state, especially if you say whether we have a political capital in terms of having a maneuvering position at the national level. We don't send many parliamentarians because given our size. Economically, we don't have much resources. Tafazul Saab might disagree with that. But in terms of the only resource which we are talking about is the water resources. But utilizing it beyond limit will put a pressure on resources. And the only resource which we think we have is a human resource. The nation, the state, and we have 70% of population below the age of 35 in the country. And ours is a very important position because most of these people are educated. While in many states you may not have educated population, we have educated population here. So what we are actually looking at, again, what does state do? It builds human capital two levels. One, it does education. But over the years what we have seen, our education has largely now become a part of a problem. Why it has become a problem? The education we impart and the jobs that are available in the market, there is a mismatch in that. So while majority of most of the jobs which we create in the state require 10+2 or graduation level degrees, but actually we have majority of people with masters and PhDs. Then what do these people do? They take the jobs which are meant for 10+2 or graduate level people. So it hollows out the population who are actually needing jobs. So in doing that, what is the solution? We are saying skill is the solution. Is skill a solution in terms of addressing this problem? There's a debate now, yes. But what does a state like ours do when you have a skilled youth without jobs? That many of us have to find this challenge. What do we do then? Or when you say that technology and skills are the solutions, how can you address this problem or provide a job in the area when this machine age, when machines replace human beings? So it is we kind of have to look for a structure. All of us, when you are tomorrow we are going to discuss, today we will have a session, how can we provide labor to machine age? While on one hand we say that we are creating jobs, on the other hand this technology is displacing many people. So in that way, what are we going to do then? So what we see is, especially and skill development, innovation, which we'll be having a full-fledged session, which Professor Mohideen will be speaking, Sonam Wangcho will be speaking, the experts in skill innovation, how innovation can play an important role for the development of a region which is landlocked, which does not have resource, which is at a disadvantaged position in terms of geopolitics. So innovation we believe will play an important role. Also, we're looking at the entrepreneurship idea. The state again cannot have large-scale corporations. Small-scale industries will play again important role. Technology can help in that, so you don't need a huge land mass for the manufacturing things. So I believe my friend Mutahir is probably here. is you have a downtown boy now heading McDonald's India. So that comes from here, just from here, like few kilometers away. And then a couple of friends are here who have actually done pretty well. That again say they have not graduated from Harvard, Princeton, or anywhere. They have graduated from some of them in business school. Son Wang Chu, who is now will be here, is pass out of NIT. We have Karen Sasha, who is heading World Trade Center, and she is graduated here, then moved to Leeds University. Like many people who have done brilliantly well. Those of you who have come from outside, I'm sure you'll find bright men, sharp men here, and the people who are doing business, they are very sharp, they can do well, and all you need to support them. And I thank you all. I wish you all the best in your next session, which you will be presenting and participate in this discussion and provide us your insights so that we can learn from each other. God bless you all. Thank you.
So this is a weekend time. Normally out in the world, what people do around this time is that they shrug off all the seriousness that they have accumulated over the week by working really very hard. And Suhail only found this time to call us here for such sensitive, serious debate. And then in his welcome address, he has spoken of many, many serious things. I was looking at the faces which were looking very, very intense. I mean, this is not a face that we should have on a weekend. So in order to lighten the mood, thank God, we have here with us a very talented, very senior person from our Kashmir. He reminds me also of this quote by Marshall McLuhan, who was a communication scholar. He once said that a time is going to come when an individual will become his own publisher. World will no longer be, dependent on these publishers, and people will themselves become the publishers, the broadcasters, and everything. What he was pointing towards was the social networking, the internet, which is facilitated by internet. And this one person, whom I am going to invite here, has become a celebrity only because of social networking. Once with his musical tunes, when he was heard all around the world, wherever people who are interested in music, when they heard him, he became an overnight star almost. And we have him today here with us. It's my pleasure to call upon the dais Janab Noor Muhammad Saab और उनके साथी जो यहाँ पे मौजूद है, to enthrall the audiences with their musical tunes. Janab Noor Muhammad Saab. उनके साथियों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. So this department has prepared a short film, a kind of a promo, which encapsulates the activities that the mission is indulged in. So I request the volunteers there to play this film so that it gives us all the idea of their activities.
Government is handling this very difficult task of providing employment to this huge army of unemployed youth, especially when corporate sector does not exist in the state. So what government does, it is addressing this issue at two levels. One, it creates employment through various departments. Second, it imparts skill trainings in various academics as well as government institutions. To collaborate these efforts in terms of skill development, it has now created a skill development mission so that these skill efforts could be coordinated under one platform.
The Jammu and Kashmir Skill Development Mission Society, JKSDM, was constituted by the Government of Jammu and Kashmir in June 2016.
Over the last 7 months, Jammu and Kashmir Skill Development Mission is working on various fronts. A, it imparts skill development trainings, including leadership trainings. B, it does research. C, it does career counseling and placement programs. And D, it builds collaborations and networks with various like-minded organizations. We have also tried to glamorize skills by reaching out to youth. In fact, over 1 lakh people have visited our website from the last 5 months. That shows the interest of our youth in skill development.
The mission aims to integrate various skill development efforts in the state and train unskilled and semi-skilled youth of the state and connect them with the job market. Since its inception,
that shows the
how has JKSDM been beneficial? How is it different? What it does to lessen the mess of unemployment? Let's hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
जो हमने ट्रेनिंग कराई है, बहुत बढ़िया ट्रेनिंग कराई है इन्होंने यहाँ पे हमें, और अब हमें अपनी नॉलेज से कुछ अच्छा और इम्प्रूवमेंट हमें अपने नॉलेज में देखने को मिल रहा है.
It's a great opportunity because I feel like that having these kind of things will make us proud in my family as well.
I'm very thankful to JKSDM that they give us such a great platform to present ourselves.
Let's train our brain to be employers, not employees. Thus we can help our own society in a better way, like never before.
With skill development, we want to empower our youth. Come, join us in this path-breaking journey.
For its arts and crafts, as the narrator of the film was telling, Allama Iqbal, while describing Kashmiri nation, he used certain particular words in one of his famous verses. I'll not read out the whole verse, but the words that he has used are like this: Qawme Najibo Charb Dasto Tar Dimag, which means people who have skilled hands and rich minds. New scholarship in the field of anthropology and archaeology has revealed that people here, especially in the valley, knew crafting skills right from Neolithic times. Our skill base was further enriched and taken to its zenith by a famous saint, which again Iqbal calls Ma'mare Taqdeer Umam, the architect of the destiny of the nations, who surely was the architect of the destiny of our nation. That's Mir Sayyid Ali Hamadani, Rahmatullah alayh, and the craftsmen, the artisans who came with him from Central Asia. Sure. Kashmir, as I said, has had a rich past in terms of skill, especially handicrafts. Throughout this conclave, we'll get a chance to hear the best minds from the state and outside the state as well. And I hope that the knowledge that we create in these sessions during these 2 days, it does not vanish in the air. Rather, it is translated into action, especially when we have people here with us who have the mandate to translate this knowledge into action. I don't think that this is a very high hope that I am having today. To take the program further forward, I will now invite the guest of honor, Honorable Minister of Technical Education and Trainings, Punjab, Shri Charanjeet Singh Channi, to come to the podium and throw some light on this occasion.
Respected Molvi, Imran, Raza, Ansari ji, Honorable Information Technology, Technical Education and Higher Education Minister J&K, I thank you very much for inviting me to this Talaash Skill Development Conclave. These type of good steps can add to big goals. I am happy to see that J&K has a very highly educated young technical education minister. साढ़े पंजाबी च कहते हैं कि इन्ना सोहना मुंडा होवे तो सोहने ही काम करेगा. This is a good sign that under his leadership, J&K will certainly prosper in this field. पंजाबी कहते बंदे को हुनर होवे तो भुखा नहीं मरता. हुनर ही है जो आपको आगे लेकर जाएगा. और ये बात मैं दिल से कह रहा हूँ अपने एक्सपीरियंस से भी कि कश्मीरी लोगों के खून में हुनर है. कश्मीरी की कोई भी चीज़ बनाई हो, जैसे बहुत कश्मीरी लोग हमारे पंजाब में शॉल्स बेचने जाते हैं और दूसरा सामान यहाँ का बना हुआ, चाहे वो लुधियाना से लेकर ही बेच रहे हो, हम खरीदते हैं कि यार कश्मीर का बना हुआ है. लेकिन ये आपके हुनर की कीमत है जो वर्ल्ड वाइड पहचानी गई है. हुनर सीखना हो तो कश्मीरी से सीखें. मुझे भी कोई कश्मीरी ट्यूटर चाहिए हुनर सीखने के लिए. इसीलिए आज मैं यहाँ आया हूँ, मुझे बुलाया गया है. मैं दिल से सबसे पहले मिनिस्टर साहब का थैंक्स करता हूँ कि मुझे यहाँ जन्नत के अंदर एक और जन्नत में आने का मौका मिला. It is possible to fly without motors, but not without knowledge and skills. Education is the most powerful weapon which can be used to change the world. आज जो ये आपने ये कंक्लेव किया है, इसके दूरगामी नतीजे निकलेंगे. If we want to develop our nation, we will have to develop the skills of our citizens first. उसके बिना डेवलपमेंट संभव नहीं है. हमारे पास नौकरियां हैं, कारोबार है, काम है, लेकिन उनको करने के लिए स्किल्ड मैन पावर नहीं है. आप पंजाब में या यहाँ भी यही हाल होगा कि लाइनें लग जाएंगी अनएम्प्लॉयड यूथ की, लेकिन जो आपको चाहिए उनमें से 5% ही मिलेगा। मैंने अभी पंजाब में जॉब फेयर्स लगाए, पहले भी लगते थे कॉलेजों में, जो कॉलेज पढ़ाने के बाद कंपनीज को बुलाता है उनमें, लेकिन मैंने उसको अपने तरीके से सरकार की तरफ से एक प्लेटफॉर्म दिया जिसमें सरकार, इंस्टीट्यूशंस, एम्प्लॉयर्स, इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट सभी एक प्लेटफॉर्म पर इकट्ठे होकर बच्चों को नौकरी देते हैं। लेकिन हैरानी की बात यह है कि हमें जो उनको चाहिए वो नहीं मिल रहा। हमारे यही है, आपके क्या है, ये आप ज़्यादा बेहतर जानते होंगे कि ITI से बच्चा निकलता है प्लम्बर बनकर, लेकिन उसको प्लम्बिंग आती नहीं है। हमारा जो टीचर पढ़ा रहा है उसको भी प्लम्बिंग नहीं आती है। ये आज का सच है जो हमें समझ लेना चाहिए इससे ऊपर उठने के लिए। सो हमारे टीचर को भी जरूरत है स्किल डेवलप करने की, तो हमारे स्टूडेंट की स्किल डेवलप होगी। इसलिए सारे सिस्टम को दोबारा से देखना पड़ेगा। मुझे उम्मीद है आपके मिनिस्टर साहब से ही कुछ पहले बार देखने से ही एक इंप्रेशन आ जाता है एक आदमी के बारे में कि कैसा है। मैं जब इनसे मिला तो मुझे लगा कि यार कुछ है बंदे, ये करेंगे कुछ। अगर ये डिपार्टमेंट इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, स्किल डेवलपमेंट, टेक्निकल एजुकेशन, हायर एजुकेशन जिस प्रदेश का ठीक हो जाएगा उसको ज़्यादा समय नहीं निकलने लगेगा दूसरे प्रदेशों से आगे निकलने, क्योंकि स्कूलों की, कॉलेजों की एजुकेशन अगर सुधर जाएगी, बच्चे अगर एजुकेशन ले लेंगे तो उसको और कुछ देने की जरूरत नहीं है। जिसके पापा बहुत अमीर आदमी है लेकिन पापा के सहारे ही जी रहा है, वो पापा के बाद कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा। पापा चाहे अमीर हो, बच्चा जब तक इनसिक्योर नहीं समझता अपने आप को कि मुझे आगे कुछ कर खुद बनना है, तब तक वो बनता ही नहीं है, वो पापा के सहारे रहता है। सो हम पंजाब में भी आप जैसे एक कोशिश में है, तलाश में है कि हम अपने पंजाब की स्किल को डेवलप करें। पंजाब और JNK तो नेबर भी हैं, एक दूसरे का मान सत्कार भी है। आपके लोग हमारे वहाँ जाकर दूध की डेयरियाँ लगाते हैं, गायें भैंसे रखते हैं। जब कोई आपका आदमी दूध देने आता है मिलने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, पता होता है कि JNK वाला दूध देने आ रहा है, सही ही होगा। ये विश्वास है लोगों को आप पे, इस विश्वास को आगे ले जाने की जरूरत है। आपके पास हुनर है, उनमें ही है, परमात्मा ने दे रखा है दूसरों से ज़्यादा, लेकिन उसको आगे बढ़ाने की ज़रूरत है। देश और वर्ल्ड को कुछ आज देने की ज़रूरत है आपकी तरफ से। तो उसके लिए ये एक बड़ी भारी कोशिश आज आपकी मिनिस्टर की तरफ से की गई है। और मैं पंजाब में एक स्किल यूनिवर्सिटी बनाना चाहता हूँ। अभी हमने प्रपोज किया है, हमारी सरकार ने, ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर ने डिक्लेयर किया है कि वी आर गोइंग टू सेट अप स्किल यूनिवर्सिटी। आपका भी कल मेरे साथ थोड़ी देर बातचीत हुई थी, आपका भी प्रोग्राम है। मैं ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर साहब से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि लेट अस वर्क टुगेदर इन दिस फील्ड। स्किल यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए, इसका कैरिकुलम सेट करने के लिए, इसके कोर्सेज सेट करने के लिए, इसके लिए कि सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस कैसे कैसे इसमें बने, यूनिवर्सिटी की रूपरेखा कैसी हो, अभी इस पर ही वर्क हो रहा है। अगर हम मिलकर करेंगे तो शायद बहुत अच्छा कर पाएंगे, औरों की भी जरूरत है इसमें। और ये एक बड़ा काम है क्योंकि अभी हमारे स्किल सेंटरों में सर्टिफिकेशन हो रही है, वो वही कर रहा है जो वहाँ पढ़ा रहा है। ये एक यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ जोड़ने की ज़रूरत है। जितने स्किल सेंटर है वहाँ की सर्टिफिकेशन है जो वो स्किल यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से हो, उनको यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ जोड़ें। जो हमारे पॉलिटेक्निक कॉलेज हैं, जो ITI हैं, उनका जो दूसरा ये काम है हुनर का, वो यूनिवर्सिटी में जाकर सिखाया जाए उनको। क्योंकि मुझे पता है हमारे पंजाब में तो ऐसा होता है कि जी 6 महीने की जो ट्रेनिंग करनी है वो किसी इंडस्ट्री में जाकर करनी है, वहाँ से हाजिर लगा कर आ जाते हैं कि जी हमने ट्रेनिंग कर ली, ना वो ट्रेन होता है, ना हमें कोई पैदा होता है, ना इंडस्ट्री को कोई पैदा होता है। सो इसको चेंज करने के लिए एक स्किल यूनिवर्सिटी की ज़रूरत है इस फील्ड में, जिसमें आपने पहले से ही सोच रखा है। तो हम इसको इकट्ठे मिलकर करेंगे तो बहुत ही अच्छा होगा। और सबसे ज़रूरी है कि हम इस हुनर को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए देहात में लेकर जाएं। हमारे शहर के लोग पहले से ही हुनरमंद हैं, कुछ पढ़े लिखे ज़्यादा हैं, लेकिन देहात में इसकी ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है। हमने ज़्यादा गांव में खोले हैं जाकर स्किल सेंटर्स, तो यहाँ भी अगर इसको गाँव में के घर घर तक पहुँचाया जाएगा। हमने एक पोर्टल बनाया है घर घर रोजगार, घर घर नौकरी। उसमें हम हर परिवार को एक नौकरी देने का वादा दिया है। वो हम स्किल डेवलपमेंट से ही कर सकते हैं। अगर उसका स्किल डेवलपमेंट कर देंगे, नौकरी नहीं तो रोजगार मिल जाएगा, उसको अपने रोजगार पे लग जाएगा। सो आपका जो ये इनिशिएटिव है, मैं उसकी तारीफ और करता हूँ और इसके लिए आपको धन्यवाद देता हूँ कि आपने मुझे भी यहाँ बुलाया है। मिनिस्टर साहब का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद है। और मुझे आपसे बहुत सारी उम्मीदें हैं कि हम मिलकर दोनों स्टेट्स इस हुनर के जो मिशन है इसको आगे बढ़ाएंगे। धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Technical Education and Training, Punjab, Shri Charanjeet Singh ji, for your valuable words. Now, as we are coming to the conclusion of the inaugural session, it's an honor that we have here with us the Minister who comes from a family that has produced, which is a reputed family that has produced great scholars in religious studies. Not only that, but also he has this personal experience as his family has been owning businesses that during the worst years of turmoil has provided employment to a large number of youth in Kashmir Valley and is still significantly contributing to the employment generation of the state. I request Honorable Minister of IT, Technical Education and Higher Education, Jammu and Kashmir, Molvi Imran Ansari Sahab, to share his words of wisdom with us.
बहुत शुक्रिया, thank you very much. I would like to welcome Mr. Charanjeet Singh ji. He's been so nice that he accepted our invitation and he came here all the way. My Commissioner Secretary Javed Saab, then my working director, I don't know why I see him there, Suhail, but if you, I don't know whether you know his real name, you guys will be confused because I also got confused at once. So Peer Gulabsen, but we call him Suhail. Then I have my officials from NSDC. Then we have our worthy colleagues from our industry, from Jammu and Kashmir. We have from Chamber Jammu. We have all this pleasant faces sitting all over. Thank you very much for guys. You came here on a very short notice and in the turbulent times that you got in Srinagar. First of all, I would like to tell my friend Rashid, that was not Kashmir Standard Time. This is the time which was given to me and I was waiting. They told me to come at 4, so I was here at 4. So, no, whatever. So, I was also included in that. Although I was, मुझे पर्चा थमा दिया गया था, कहा था कि सर ये आपकी स्पीच रहेगी, इसे दाएं बाएं कहीं नहीं जाना। तो प्रॉब्लम मेरी ये है कि अगर मैं पढ़ना शुरू कर लूँगा तो मैं कुछ उलझ जाता हूँ। तो कोशिश करता हूँ कि हमेशा जो सीखा है उसको बयान करूँ लोगों के सामने, क्योंकि अगर लेकिन कभी घूम गया तो मुझे लगता है फिर प्रॉब्लम्स हो जाती हैं। एनीवेज, as Suhail started it and उसके बाद जैसे हमारे चरणजीत सिंह जी ने कहा, मैं एक छोटा सा ग्राफ I could make it out like Kashmir, as everybody knows, as you rightly said, it has an inherited intelligence. People have inherited intelligence in Jammu and Kashmir, and that intelligence we have proven all over the world. अगर हम देखेंगे कि जो हमारे renowned doctors थे या renowned engineers थे या बाकी जो architecture में वगैरह, so we have shown our mental what we have, what we can do. Now the problem with us is, for Kashmir, I think somewhere around 50-50, we are self-reliant. We have a job market which is a government job market. Then we have a job market which, as my friend Rashid started with the quote from Hon'ble, he was knowing the topography of this state, and he knew it. That's why it took his third time when he came third time to Kashmir. He got with him almost around 1,350 families, in which around 700 were the artisans. Some taught us how to make carpets, some taught us the paper mache, some taught us this thing about walnut wood and shawls. वो तो है, वो तो मैं मानता हूँ, लेकिन जो प्रॉब्लम है, जब से informative invasion हुआ, जब से, like for example, I have a friend of mine, Khairul Shah, sitting here. She's sitting in Kashmir, but she can see what is happening in Washington in the Times Square, or in the New York in the Times Square. Problem ये है कि कश्मीर का, जैसे आपने अभी फरमाया था, somebody from downtown, I don't know, Rashid was saying about, who was the person? Yeah, Suhail talked to me about a person from downtown. Well, it's not only a person from downtown who can do a business. Downtown produced the great leaders like Bakshi Saab and Sheikh Saab. Kashmir mein wo hai, so we don't need to say downtown and uptown. We are all Kashmiris and we know. Problem ये है कि मेरा बंदा कश्मीर में iPhone हाथ में लेकर, iPhone 10 जो आज प्रेजेंट है, वही iPhone 10 टाइम्स स्क्वायर में भी है, वही मेफेयर लंदन में भी है, वही सिडनी ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी है। वो देख रहा है, कह रहा है कि जो वहाँ के जो मेरे हम उम्र लोग हैं, जो कि हर एक फैसिलिटी मेरी जैसी इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, वो आगे क्यों बढ़ रहे, मैं पीछे क्यों रह रहा हूँ। अगर आप देखेंगे, ये सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम इस वक्त हमें हो, उसके लिए हम यूनिवर्सिटीज़ का सहारा ले रहे हैं, उसके लिए बाकी चीज़ों का हम दे रहे हैं, लेकिन स्किल डेवलपमेंट में, जैसे आपने कहा, I would have started with that word also, कि स्किल डेवलपमेंट में हमारा क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है आजकल, जो हमें लोग पढ़ के निकल रहे हैं, I believe वो ज़्यादा शायद वहाँ they just go for killing time, because I have yet to see a person who has come out of our center and has done something big. ये क्या वजह है? यही मैं आपके सामने सवाल पूछना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि आप माशाल्लाह पूरे हिंदुस्तान में स्किल्स के माध्यम से लोगों को ट्रेनिंग्स इम्पार्ट करते हैं वगैरह वगैरह, तो इसलिए हमें मदद कीजिए, क्या हो रहा है। मेरे साथ एक पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है, एक दिन मैंने प्लम्बर लाया, उन्होंने कहा जी ITI ट्रेन प्लम्बर है, तो जब मैंने उसको लाया तो he couldn't even fix a health faucet, which is a small thing, and then I got a person from Shalimar. Shalimar area is known as very good, we have very good plumbers and electricians from there. तो यही मकसद है कि लोग आएंगे भी, 6 महीना रहेंगे, 1 साल रहेंगे, उसके बाद जब हम उनको फील्ड्स में लाते हैं, I'm not able to get the satisfaction which I want. So I think जब हमने बात की थी, जब सुहेल and we met Mr. Gowda. It was basically his idea to have such a big conference in a conclave in Kashmir, and he was specific. He said, I don't want to go to Jammu, I want to come to Kashmir. I said, why? Because Kashmir ko zyada zarurat hai, because we have been living in kind of isolation since last 25 years, and there are a lot of problems, and the problems are adding up day to day. इसमें हमें आप लोगों का साथ चाहिए. The people who are in Delhi, they should not make a program while sitting in Delhi, maybe in any bhavan, and telling us that this is the paper, you have to do this. No, I want something which is made for Kashmir, which is tailor-made for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. I'll give an example. My brother happens to be some way connected with the Airtel, and these Airtels people were doing a mapping. They wanted to put on the cell sites. So my brother is pleading with them, telling with them, कि यार हम ऐसा करेंगे, आप मेरे साथ आइए, I will take you to the place. Let's decide. They said, no, we have done geo mapping. You don't worry, that is more accurate and all the stuff. Now ultimately, you won't believe this. They wanted to install a tower. So my brother told them, यार ये टावर वहाँ नहीं लगेगा. ये नहीं कहा सर कैसे नहीं लगेगा, हमें पता है सर, कंप्यूटर भी देख रहा है, सब कुछ कर. And you know where they wanted to put up a tower? Inside the Dal. How can I put a tower inside the Dal? मेरा मकसद क्या है बोलने का? मेरा मकसद बोलने का ये है कि जब आप रेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्री के लिए मैपिंग करते हैं, कश्मीर थोड़ा सा हटके. जब आपको कश्मीर में आपको स्किल गैप की मैपिंग वगैरह करनी है, आप हमसे मिलिए. We have different things. आपके maybe south of India में or in the center of India, you have a particular set of things which you require, but in Kashmir it's totally different. So मैं ये चाहूँगा कि NSDC हमारे लोगों के साथ बैठे, हमारे पास बाज़ाब्ता तौर पर मिशन डायरेक्टरेट है, हमारा कमिश्नर सेक्रेटरी है, आपस में सब लोग बैठ के कुछ ऐसा सोचे कि कश्मीरी को कल पता चले कि नहीं, हमारे तबीयत से हमारे तौर पर काम होने जा रहा है. अब देख लीजिए, अभी हमारे पास यहाँ भी कश्मीरी हमारे हजरात बैठे हुए हैं, डाउनटाउन के ही हैं, लेकिन टेलीफोन के साथ खेल रहे हैं, वो दूसरी बात है. उनको आपने माशाल्लाह दिल्ली ले लिया वगैरह वगैरह ले लिया, लेकिन मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप कोशिश करें जिनको आप यहाँ ले रहे हैं उनको यहीं रखिए, ताकि वो ज़्यादा they make their flock bigger and bigger. मुझे लगता है उस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है. और आपको पता है, I have a very able mission director. My head is Javed Saab is a wonderful officer. Everybody knows him. तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि अब कुछ परे कर लीजिए, because you should not go by the textbook of the stuff. Whatever the textbook says, you have to go with that. थोड़ा सा अगर उस पर टेलरिंग करने की ज़रूरत पड़ेगा, आपको लगे कि कश्मीर के लिए ये चीज़ें ये हैं, क्योंकि you don't need to go into the hassle. सर हमारे पास वो जो रूल होते हैं, इसके लिए थोड़ा सा आपको कुछ करना पड़ेगा, because as everybody has said, and we have a consensus on this, that Kashmir is the crown of India. So when your crown is glowing, the whole country is glowing. If the crown fades, everything fades. आखिर में ज़्यादा मैं आपका वक्त नहीं लूँगा. मैं शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ आप सब लोगों का, और अपने जो इंडस्ट्री के यहाँ हैं उनसे हम चाहेंगे कि जो इन दो दिनों में हम बातचीत करेंगे, उनसे हम इनपुट्स चाहेंगे कि कहाँ इनको हमारी ज़रूरत है. और यहाँ कुछ हमारे जो स्पॉन्सर्स हैं, I was looking at the names, like I could just see a big name which is Uflex, that is they are into packaging industry. तो ये ऐसे अगर जो हमारे इंडस्ट्रीज सामने आए, वो हमें बताएं कि उनको next 10 years के लिए किस चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, तो we will have the people ready. Plus, I would definitely want to say to my brothers and sisters that we have almost around 40,000 crores which have to be spent on the power sector. So I was thinking अगर ज़्यादा आप थोड़ा सा वो करेंगे, उस power के लिए भी करेंगे, because they have specific kind of people who they need. So you have 3 or before the big powerhouse is coming up. So if we have 6 months before, if we keep the people ready for them, I think you know, by the time they finish their course, they will be already on the job list of those companies. So इसलिए मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप सब लोग बैठिए, आप माशाल्लाह, आप सब में इतना एनर्जी है, you are energetic, you are young, आपको ये भी है, ये भी जानते हैं आप कि what times we have gone through. And one thing I'll tell you that the unemployment is a worry. It's a major cause what is happening on the streets of Jammu and Kashmir. So inshallah, we sanely address, we sanely have brainstorming sessions. I think inshallah we can get something good out of these 2 days. और बाकी मैं दोबारा आप लोगों का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ. थोड़ी सी गर्मी लग रही है मुझे, पता नहीं तो AC नहीं चल रहा है, तो देखिए AC के लिए भी आपको we need to have some people who can fix our ACs and all this, right? So welcome to Kashmir, and अगर हमारे लायक और भी कोई सेवा हो, tomorrow I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow again inshallah. But इस बावजूद भी अगर personally किसी को मेरे साथ कोई भी काम हो, I'm more than ready and my doors are open. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for your valuable time. Especially, I would like to thank the chief guest, Molvi, Imran, Raza, Ansari, Honorable Minister for IT and Industry, Charanjeet Singh, Honorable Minister of Technical Education, Punjab, for taking time out of their busy schedules to come here and spend this time with us and talking to us. Now, the inaugural session is over. Since we have people who have come around from many different places, so we will also like to give you some time to develop some networking and mingle with each other and talk to each other over a cup of tea. Thank you very much. Sorry? We have tea? Yeah, we do have tea. I believe we have. Suhail knows better. And I hope the sugar is also there.
So I would like to do that.